let's dive back into why creationists don't believe in evolution. Last time I touched on the fact that literalist biblical interpretation is impossible in the face of evolution, though faith in itself isn't. And that one of the reasons for resistance also is that evolution and its associates make it possible to have a working explanation for the world without God. Today let's talk about what I think is the main reason for creationism. I think it is because every time you hear a creationist arguing against evolution, any creationist, every time, he comes up with this: there is no reason to have absolute moral standards if there is no God. As I've pointed out in previous videos, I don't think that's true. And in fact, there are several evolutionarily sound reasons to believe it isn't. For instance, empathy can easily be a basis for an absolute morality without God. The golden rule, do unto others. And empathy is encouraged by natural selection, because it makes it easier to work as a group. So, having established that this is wrong, let's go on. Creationists have a way of seeing this that is completely contrary, of course. They believe that moral absolutes must, by necessity, be handed down by God, and since they believe this, their resistance to evolution, and to any science in fact, since science works just fine without God, thank you very much, becomes understandable, because even if it isn't true, it then becomes absolutely imperative that everyone buy into the illusion, to maintain society as it is. If you buy into their premise, that moral absolutes can only come from God, then everything in their argumentation falls into place. They have to fight evolution, they have to fight science, because if people start believing in it, then the world will fall into complete chaos. Of course, statistics prove that they're wrong, and in fact atheists are one of the most peaceful groups in the world. Although not a very unified group. But that's beside the point. If you start with their assumption, evolution must be evil. Period. This, I think, is the main reason why creationists resist the evidence. And this is the reason I make so many videos on this topic. If we want to convince creationists that they're wrong about evolution, showing them the evidence will accomplish very little. Showing them not only that atheists can have moral absolutes, but also why, becomes imperative. Think about it.